Hello, this is Rod, Appraiser Broker. Just want you to be able to see these homes being built on slab here in Australia. And it looks like it'll be a beautiful subdivision. They're putting the slabs in, there's all your rough plumbing in before they put the cement in. These homes are being framed up with metal studs. And the ones I've seen, they don't really put double pane windows in them because it only gets so cold here. But yeah, it'll be a beautiful subdivision. And it's interesting, these guys that are framing things, talked to one apprentice first year, he's making $16.50 an hour. That's Australian. That's only about $10, $12, $10, $11 an hour in US. And I talked to his the guy training him, who's making $55 an hour Australian. Take about 2/3 of that, and that's what it would be in American dollars. Just talked to a supervisor here. He makes about $100,000, $150 Australian, about $100,000 a year in American. But you know, they put this subdivision in over here, and this is in Ormo, by the way. It's in Ormo in Queensland, Australia, and they got this beautiful park in here. The homes around here, they're just beautiful. They've got, you know, look at the sandstone blocks for retaining walls. And but this park has a warning, actually a few of these warnings here, because somehow fire ants have come in. And he was just telling me fire ants have been detected here. They don't even know what to do about them. At first they were around the airport. They've been brought in on somebody's plants from somewhere else. Well, now they're here and they're spreading. And you know, we're 30 to 45 minutes from the airport, and these fire ants have been here. And he told me they bite you and they'll put a rash up your arm or your leg. And so there's a warning here, this beautiful park, that they've got fire ants. And if there's fire ants here, they're going to be throughout all these subdivisions. So there's starting to be more and more problems. And you know, Australia has already had problems with cane toads that were brought in, and and jackrabbits that, you know, basically overran part of the country. And they've had all kinds of problems. They're really strict about bringing things into Australia. There's another fire ant warning. Kind of doesn't really make you excited to buy one of the new homes in this subdivision if you come over here to the park and you look at this warning here. And so be aware, this is some of the stuff that's going on. And if you want to put your money in real estate right now here in Australia, you go ahead and do it. But you might want to be careful where you put it. And you might be better off selling your property and putting your money into precious metals right now. And like a lot of people have actually done. And but I anticipate some of the people that have put their money into precious metals that have, you know, silver, gold vaulted different places, will be able to pull that out down the road and buy some of this real estate for 10 or 20 cents on the dollar, because I would anticipate that before the end of this year there's going to be crashes in real estate that are beyond a lot of people's comprehensions here in Australia and a lot of other places. And everybody's situation is different. Some people, it's the right thing for them to buy. Some people, it's the right thing for them to sell. For a lot of people that don't have a tremendous amount of money, it might be the best thing for you to take your money and put it in precious metals, have them vaulted somewhere, because I think you'll see a lot of those metals skyrocket, and probably see silver go so many times what it is right now that a lot of people won't even believe it. The potential for silver is much, much higher than it is for gold at this point. Gold has gone up to about, you know, almost double what it was a few years ago. Silver, it has a long way to go. And when the fiat currencies start crashing, a lot of people are putting their money into Bitcoin. But when they shut down things like internet access and there's electrical problems, see what your Bitcoin's worth when people don't have access to the grid, you know. And then a lot of people, you're going to see Bitcoin might go up, and then you probably watch it go through the floor, you know, just down below what people would even imagine. I would imagine that some of the metals like silver those will be the new Bitcoin. The difference is people have their hands on that stuff, and well, they're pulling, my understanding is from some research that I was doing, they're pulling out an ounce of silver, or 7 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold that they're pulling out of the ground right now. That silver once upon a time was a day's wages for a man. They're trying to repress it, and they're the BRICS countries. They're hoarding it. They're buying it up. If you want to save your country and your family's wealth, you might put your money in silver while you can. So this is Rod, Appraiser Broker over in Australia. We're headed back to the US today. You're welcome to look at some of the other videos and put some comments down below. Like the video if you choose, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, hopefully down the road we'll be able to have some things that are more valuable to you and your loved ones. This is Rod, Appraiser Broker. Have a wonderful day.